everyone. This is River Navarro. I'm the Director of Clinical Services here at Bakersfield Behavioral Healthcare Hospital. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Mindfulness Monday. Hi, it's good to be back. I'm excited. I want to say hello to all of our Facebook family and friends. Hi, I'm back. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right in. I'm going to give you a brief definition of mindfulness. I just always like to start out with that. So mindfulness, in a nutshell, is being present in the moment without any judgment. That's it. So today I want to do something a little different. I want to walk you through an exercise. This is a self-compassion exercise. And I just thought it would be fun because it's a little different than some of the other mindfulness videos I've done. And I picked this one. It spoke to me because I really think we tend to have compassion for other people a lot of the time, but we don't necessarily give ourselves, right, the compassion that we need and deserve. So I wanted to just pause, take a moment, and talk to you about self-compassion. And it's a thing, it's a big deal, and I am empowering you to do that today. So I'm going to kind of walk you through this really, really short exercise that I think may be helpful to some of you. So this is an ideal exercise for those of you who, like I kind of mentioned earlier, you always seem to have compassion for other people, but you don't really practice the self-compassion that we're talking about. So if this is something that you want to work on, then this is definitely for you. And if you already are in this practice, great. And, add this to your bag of tricks. So step one. So you want to just take a moment, you want to pause, and you want to, you want to take a pause from all of the thoughts, right? Because I don't know about you, but my mind will just keep running. It's like a soundtrack, and it just doesn't shut off. So I've done other mindfulness exercises in the past that have, focused more on breathing or things like that. So if you want to focus on that, that's cool too. But you definitely want to pause for a moment from kind of those ongoing thoughts that may be bothering you. And you just want to be mindful in the moment without any judgment. So once you've reached that space, you're in that space, and you're ready to move forward to the next step, then you can do a couple of different things. So there's variations of this. Do whatever you're comfortable with. You can do something like put one of your hands on your chest or on your heart. You can also do something like this and give yourself a hug. However, I know that seems a little cheesy, but you can do something like that. You can also, just keep your hands in your lap, or you can cross them. You can do whatever you'd like. But if you would like to show yourself a little compassion by giving yourself a hug or placing a hand on your chest, you can do that too. And you just want to take a few breaths. And, right, so you're pausing from your thoughts. You're giving yourself some type of hug or acknowledgement if you want to do that. Otherwise, you can keep your hands where they're comfortable. And this is the most interesting part, I guess. And this is the most important step of showing yourself self-compassion in the exercise. Okay, so we've already gone through step 1 and 2. Step 3 is acknowledging some type of suffering. Okay? But the important piece of this is to acknowledge the suffering without becoming consumed by it, right? Because that's very easy to do. So the idea isn't to become overwhelmed by any sort of pain or any type of emotion that you're feeling, right? You might be feeling some type of way, and that's okay. But you just want to acknowledge the suffering without being consumed by it, okay? And you want to give yourself permission to feel the depth of that emotion, right? Because it's okay to experience that. But you also want to reel it in so you're not doing too much. Okay. So these are some things you might tell yourself when you are acknowledging the suffering and allowing yourself to experience it. So I'm going to give you some examples here. You could say something like, "This is suffering." Okay? That's one way of putting it. You could say, "Suffering is part of being human." I love that one. Or you could say something like, "May I love and accept myself just as I am." Okay? You could also come up with your own suffering statement or self-compassion statement, however you want to think of it is fine. Get creative with it. Come up with your own original statement, something that is comforting to you, right? These are just ideas. You don't have to follow the exercise this way. So I really want to encourage all of you to practice mindfulness this way. Right? We want to cut off our thoughts, focus on our breathing, acknowledge suffering, give ourselves some type of self-compassion in some physical way with a hug or hand on the chest, something like that, and see what happens, right? So this is just one more way of practicing being mindful in the moment without judgment. I hope you found this video useful, and I look forward to talking about mindfulness next week. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.